Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'll be creating this look what you see here using all the products which are in your wish list. So I put up a questionnaire on my Instagram where I asked you guys to share the makeup products for each category which are in your wish list. So I created this look using all the products which you guys responded with. So I either chose the product which got maximum responses, or I chose the product which was little interesting, which was little different from the products I generally use in my videos. So if you are interested to know how I created this look and what all product I used to create this look, please keep on watching this video. I've already done my eyebrows because I forgot to ask you guys about the eyebrow product. So let's start with primer, and for primer today I'll be using this primer from Nykaa. It's their Prep Me Up primer. I got different responses for primer, but mostly people were talking about this primer only, so that's why I'm using this primer for today's video. This primer is a silicone based primer. It's actually a good primer, and it's very affordable as well. So I have taken the primer on my fingers, so I'll warm it up between my fingers and then I'll apply it on the areas where I have more pores, mostly my T-zones. So first I'll apply in this area, and then whatever is left I'll apply on the rest of the face. So I'm pushing the primer, like you can see. It's a silicone based primer, so you need to push the primer so that it can fill your pores properly and provide a smoother canvas. Now for foundation, I got different responses like Maybelline Super Stay Foundation, Wet n Wild Foundation, foundation from Sugar, this Stick Foundation, and couple of people responded with foundation from Colourpop. So I thought it would be interesting to use a foundation from Colourpop for today's video. So I'll be using this foundation today. It's their Pretty Fresh Hydrating Foundation. I bought this foundation recently only directly from their website, and I have shared a detailed review on this foundation already on my channel, so I'll link that video for you here and in the description box. Also, if you want to know how to purchase this foundation directly from their website, directly from Colourpop website, I have explained everything in my Colourpop haul. I'll link that video as well for you if you want to know all the details. So let's use this foundation. So I'm taking the foundation on back of my hand. I'm taking one pump of this foundation. Now I have figured that this foundation works well with brush, so I'll blend this foundation with brush instead of sponge today. So I'm taking the foundation directly on the brush. Now for concealer as well, among all the different kind of responses, I found one response really interesting, which was this concealer. This is from ELF. It's their 16-hour Camo concealer. This brand ELF is actually not available in India. I got this concealer from US, and everyone says that this is a dupe for Tarte Shape Tip concealer. So it also comes with this very big doe foot applicator. By the way, I got this one in the shade medium beige, and I forgot to tell you the shade in my foundation. So my foundation shade is 80W medium. This is actually good concealer and it provides a very nice coverage as well, and it doesn't feel too heavy under the eyes. But according to me, it is not a dupe of Tarte Shape Tape. According to me, Tarte one works better than the e.l.f. concealer. So the shade which I have in this concealer actually matches with my skin tone. So I'll use a different concealer for highlighting, and for that I'll use this Colourpop concealer. It's their Pretty Fresh Hydrating Concealer. I have this one in the shade medium 85N. One or two people actually responded with this concealer as well, so I thought I'll use this as a highlighting concealer. This shade has a very nice pink undertone to it, so it will work really well as a highlighting concealer. So I'm applying it on the areas which I want to highlight. I'm blending it with the sponge. The concealer under the eyes, I'll blend with a brush. Now for powder, mostly people responded with this powder. This is from K Beauty. It's their HD Setting Loose Powder, and I got this one in the shade Almond. This powder is actually very good. It's finely milled and it's not at all heavy. और बहुत अच्छे से ये आपके मेकअप को सेट कर देता है. It doesn't contain a lot of coverage like Maybelline Fit Me powder, but it sets the makeup really well. And I like it especially because of this packaging. Packaging of this is really convenient. So I'm taking the powder on this brush and I'll set the areas where I have applied concealer. I'm not setting the whole face, only the areas where I have applied concealer. Now to set the concealer under the eyes, I'm using this brush. This is from Nykaa. It's their concealer brush. So I'm taking the powder on tip of the brush. I'm taking excess powder, dusting little bit of excess, and now I'll press this powder under the eyes. And before that, I'll make sure there are no creases. Now I'll press the powder. Next, I'll just dust it off. Next for bronzer, I'll be using this Physician Formula Butter Bronzer. This one also was a choice of many people, so that's why I'm using this bronzer for today's look. This is one of my favorite bronzers actually, so I'm taking it on this brush. It's a highly pigmented bronzer, so I always take off the excess on back of my hand and then apply it. You can clearly see the difference, right? It provides a very nice sun-kissed look. Now let's do the eye makeup and then we'll come back to face. Now for my eyeshadow today, I'll be using this palette from Colourpop. It's their So Jaded palette. This one in the collaboration with Katheleen Lights. Actually, many people responded with Colourpop palette, so I thought of using this palette today. I have like 5 or 6 palettes from Colourpop, but this is my favorite palette from Colourpop, so I'll be using this palette today. And this is how it looks like. I'm actually thinking of creating a very simple look today using some like 3-4 shadows only. So first I'm taking this shade. I'll apply this shade as a transition shade. I forgot to prep my eyes. So first let's prep the eyes. So I'll prep my eyes using this e.l.f. eyeshadow primer. So I'm applying this shade in my crease and on my outer V's. This look which I'm creating today is inspired by Katheleen lights only. Next I'm taking this shade. I'll apply this shade all over my lids. So I'm using a flat brush, picking up this shade on the flat brush. I'm blending this shade on the lid with the crease shade so that there is no harsh line. I'm again taking that color and increasing the intensity of the color on the lids, because when you blend the color, sometimes it loses its actual intensity. So I'm just building up the intensity by applying a little bit more. Next I'm taking this shade. So I'll apply this shade on my outer V's just to give little bit of depth to the eye look. Next I'm taking this shade on my fingers, and I'll just apply it in the middle of the lids. Next I'm taking this shade. This is actually a Super Shock eyeshadow in this palette. So I'm taking it on my finger and I'll just apply it on top of this shade which I applied earlier. I'm applying it till my crease actually. Taking this big clean fluffy brush and just run it over. This will make sure there are no harsh lines and everything is blended. And I'm using circular motion because circular motion actually blends your eyeshadows perfectly. Again taking this shade for my lower lash line. Next I'm taking this shade. I'll apply this very close to my lower lash line. Next I'm using this Kajal from K Beauty. I'll apply this liner very close to my upper lash line. Let's go back to face now, and for my blush today I'll be using this blush from Milani. It's their Beige blush. It's in the shade Berry Amore. So from many different responses I found this one interesting, so that's why I'm using this one. So I'm taking the blush on this blush brush and apply the blush. I really like these Beige blushes from Milani. These blushes have little bit of sheen to them, but I like these kind of blushes. Now for highlighter today, I'll be using this highlighter from K Beauty. Maximum people responded with this highlighter only. So I'll be using the shade Rosy Dew. This one is actually a very pretty highlighter. I'll use the same highlighter to highlight my inner corners and brow bone. Now for mascara, I'll be using this mascara from Too Faced. It's their Better Than Sex mascara. Many people actually responded with Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara, but I use that mascara in many of my videos, so I thought I'll use this one today because someone responded with this as well. So let's use this today. So I have the mini size of this mascara. Now let's complete this look with a lipstick, and for that I'll use this lipstick from Beige. It's a liquid lipstick and this one is in the shade Poet. Actually I got only one response with this lipstick, but I thought it will be interesting to use this lipstick for today's look, so I'm using this one. And luckily I got a shade which matches with this eye look perfectly. I'll quickly wear the lashes and come back. So guys, this is the final look and I'm really loving the way it has turned out. Especially the eye look. The eye look is really beautiful, and I hope you also like this video and you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and share this video. Also, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already, and don't forget to press the notification bell so that you will be notified for my future uploads. I'm planning on doing more such videos on my channel where I'll ask you guys to suggest the makeup products, and whatever you suggest, I'll be creating looks with those makeup products only. So if you want to participate in such videos, please follow me on Instagram. I generally put questionnaires on Instagram for these kind of videos because I can't do the same on YouTube. So do follow me on Instagram if you want to participate in all these videos. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in my next one. Till then, take care. Bye.